Volk and Lopez won. Fight of the night at UFC 314. Performance of the night went to Paddy Pimblett for stopping Michael Chandler. And Jean Silva also got a performance bonus for choking out Bryce Mitchell.
What do we do with Chandler now and everything about that fight?
Yeah, people keep counting him out, but he keeps looking better and better and better every time he shows up. Paddy Pimblett showed tonight that he is the real deal. Beating Michael Chandler and beating him the way that he did, I don't know how you can doubt the kid anymore.
From Jean Silva, he even said that he thought he was carrying the promotion for this entire card throughout the week, had some of the biggest reactions. I'm curious what you made of his performance against Bryce Mitchell.
Yeah, I expected a lot from that fight. I'll tell you what I'll say about Bryce Mitchell. You know what happened. And, he's a grown man. He stood his ground, came out and faced the media several times, came in here and fought. And, I'm sure a lot of moments he's had leading up to this fight, including tonight in the cage, he felt like his back was against the wall, and he stood up like a man and he fought and did his thing.
Aaron Pico, big signing. You've been talking about him for a long time. What are your plans with him? Because he thought he was going to fight Movzar. I guess he's not fighting Movzar, and he wants a big name, obviously. But I guess what are your plans with Aaron Pico?
Yeah, we're working on him. I mean, the last couple of years, we brought in some new guys, Pitbull tonight, and I know that the guys have been really excited about him. They've been really excited to get him in here, and we'll probably figure that out on Tuesday.
I believe the ESPN negotiation window ends Tuesday, right?
Right.
So just curious, as we go into that and you're like surveying the options and everything, like what kind of mindset are you taking into that and like how to level up the product, right? Because that's always been the case with every new TV deal. Is it more events, less events, different types of things? Is there any insights you can share?
No, it's a great question. I mean, when the window opens, we'll obviously start, talking to lots of different people, and we'll see what the options are out there. We've said this every time. There could be a time when we end up on several different networks like sports, like all other sports do. I like ESPN, and I've said it many times. We had a bit of a rocky start, which is normal in any relationship, but we're in a great place with ESPN. Whether we re-sign with them or do not, I have nothing but great things to say about my time at ESPN.
And when you think ahead, do you want to stick to the same schedule format, 43 events a year?
I don't know. It depends on what ESPN or wherever else we go is looking for. Most of the times when you do these deals, you're catering to what the network needs. Plus, they'll have other programming, other sports that they need to, that they're already committed to with certain times and seasons and whatever it may be. So it always changes.
Yeah, there's been
it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me.
Right. Just to follow up on the broadcasting rights, there's been a lot of speculation. Do you foresee pay-per-view sticking around, or are you open to the idea of, maybe one of the platforms stepping up and saying, we'll broadcast them all and doing away with pay-per-view?
Yeah, it's like what I said to him. It's usually we do what the network, what works for the network. What do they want to do? Do they want to just put it on their air? Do they want to do pay-per-view? I don't know. Do they want to put it behind a paywall? I don't know any of those things. Tuesday, the window opens and we start talking to other networks, and we'll get more into that.
With a fight night coming up in Azerbaijan in June, how are you handling some of the recent risks that are coming up there with some war threats with Armenia? And could this affect fighter safety and the event logistics?
I don't think so. Obviously, if there was anything that was incredibly dangerous, we wouldn't do it, but
if that had to be rebooked, could we rebook it for Boston?
I'm not even thinking about rebooking. Could we rebook it for Boston? Yeah, we're gonna be going to Baku. We're doing it, and hopefully we can get to Boston this year too. I'll be there for the playoffs.
We saw a video backstage with Colby Covington.
Mr. Irrelevant, trying to stay relevant.
About
just come over, started and chat shit, didn't he, lad? Because he seen there was a camera. Come over and started to say, oh, you fight scrubs. Like, lad, he said something about Chandler being 2-4 or something. Isn't he 2-4 in his last 6? Something like that. He's an absolute bum, lad. He's nearly 40. He's trying to stay relevant by jumping on me while there's a camera there. Well, not jumping on me, just talking shit. I seen him a power slap the other week and walked past him, staring at him, and he just looked at the floor like the little pussy boy he is. When there's a camera there, he tries to say something. But he got terrored, know what I mean? We all absolutely terrorised him. got told to leg it, tried to keep shouting, got told to button his shirt up.
The plan, one more fight, title shot for you?
I hope so. You know what I mean? I do. I want to be a world champion. I've always said that I am going to be a world champion. And beating a former champion like Charles Oliveira, who had 2 title defences, he gets called the best submission artist the UFC's ever seen. So I'd love to go up against that because I think I've got better submissions than Charles Oliveira.
People are interested in seeing you and Ilia Topuria fight because there's a lot of history, right? There's a whole thing built into it. So I guess where does he fit, and like how do you see you two crossing paths? Because right now it just seems like, at least in the immediate future, he's not in your plans. Maybe I'm wrong, but I guess where does he fit in this whole picture?
To be honest, I forgot about him. I forgot all about him. Or I would have mentioned him in the cage. You know what I mean? I don't call him hand sanitizer boy anymore. He's now El Chirito. But as I say, I literally forgot all about him. That's how relevant he is. I'm ranked higher than he is at lightweight. So, you know, I'd love to welcome him to 155. But apparently he's sitting out and waiting for the title shot. But, you know, that what I've just done to Chandler's after blueprint to beating him. He's even more of a midget than Chandler is. Like, I'll do the exact same thing to Ilia than what I've done to Chandler. But as I say, anyone can get it. All the names I mentioned. And even McGregor putting money on Chandler to win, lad. Like, but the Irish Scouse connection, lad, he's meant to back me, and he never. So, if he wants it, he'll get muftied as well.
Right, yeah, I hear that he was saying get the title shot. Look, he's a good dude. I like him a lot. If the UFC want to give it to him, I ain't gonna stop the. No, but you know, I'm going to leave everything to the UFC. Obviously, you've got guys like Mosbar, who's undefeated. I'd love to take that 0. You know what I mean? Like, we've got to see what the UFC say. I heard, I've seen him trying to get other fights. I don't know, is that right? Like,
there was rumors that he was going to fight Pete.
But I even seen him tweeting that he wants to fight someone in May and doing all this sort of stuff. So maybe he's had the chats and they want him to have one more fight. I don't know.
Jair seems to think you would go to Mexico to fight him in that big Guadalajara show in September. Is that something you'd be willing to do?
September. That's probably the second fight. So maybe it can be, if I'm good, maybe I get the fight, maybe July or September. Well, yeah, we can maybe fit it in. Mosvar, you know what I mean? Like, you take if they want to do that, if they want to quickly go and I feel good, maybe a quick turnaround with Mosvar if I don't have busted hands. We'll see. Like I said, that was my plans. Bang, 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 bang. But I didn't expect to get hit this much, so credit to fucking Diego.
Movsar is looking for that title shot next. Congratulations on an excellent performance. You're a true champion. Now let's see what your word is worth, Alex Volkanovski.
And since you're campaigning for a title shot, Volkanovski won the belt. I guess how much differently would a fight look now compared then to the one that we first saw with you and Volkanovski?
Completely different. I'm a completely different person right now. It looks like Volk is too. He was actually mentioning that he stopped drinking, he stopped doing like bad things, and and I'm happy to fight that version of Volk as well because I feel like a better version of myself right now, and I think I could beat him.
I made it back to my room. I want to thank everybody for their support and let y'all know I'm doing just fine. Thank God he protected me. I didn't lose my teeth. I don't got no broken bones. So I feel good about that. And I fought as hard as I possibly could. I couldn't have fought any harder. I could have fought smarter. I'm going to go make some adjustments, but, he put me to sleep, so I had nothing left to give. So I'm happy about that, knowing that I tried my best. But I got to get better, so that's just a lesson learned here is I got to get better. And I really want to thank everybody who prayed for me, especially the people that fasted for me as well. Y'all mean the world to me. And honestly, I really cannot believe how much support I've gotten. It is literally unbelievable. I've got thousands of messages. And if I don't message you back immediately or at all, just know that I love you. And I've never had this much outpouring of support. It's just crazy. It's been a whole crazy week, and I can't even put it into words. I really thought that I was going to win the fight. 100% believed it because I've just never had a fight that big before, and I was like, wow, this fight is out of nowhere, just got this much hype. God's chosen me to win this fight, but that wasn't the case, and I'm just going to keep fighting. And that's all I can do, so that's all we can all do. Anytime you take a loss, just learn from it and keep fighting. That's what I'm going to do. So I really want to tell y'all, A, I'm healthy. B, I love y'all. and I thank y'all. So y'all take care. Bye-bye.